Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me again here on video number 6, I believe. Today we have a Dell Vostro 230 Slimline. I know very little about it, and we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to see if it boots. I have not booted this up, so I'm going to be as surprised as you are, trying to determine why I even have it. It's been sitting on the shelf for quite a few years, so I know nothing. I don't remember anything about this particular model or this particular system. So let's just see what it does. Monitor's on. Oh, there it's doing something. Let's see what it does. I do have a keyboard plugged into it. Is it booting? It doesn't appear to be. Oh, yes it is. All right, no boot device available. Well, that'll answer that. So no boot device tells me failed hard drive, failed controller card on the motherboard, something like that. I'll hit any key to see if it does anything different. No. F1 to retry boot. No, nothing. All right, that probably was stupid, but we'll see where we go from there. Okay, there's the Dell Vostro. And it says right there, power button, eject button, audio there, things of that sort. There's 2 USB ports, Dell, and there we get our first hint of what's in it. A Windows 7 operating system running on an Intel Core 2 Duo. So that might give us a little bit of insight. Other than that, it is a slimline. Got to look at the back here. There's the service tag. Maybe we'll look that up later, maybe not. 2 PST ports, PS2 ports, serial port, VGA. There's the model, Dell Vostro 230. VGA, 4 USB ports, Ethernet, and 3 audio, and power supply at the bottom. And nothing on that side besides a vent, probably for the processor. And let's see, anything else? Nope. That'll be it. Okay, so first things first, let's get the cover off and see what we find inside. The screws are already out of it, so that'll mean nothing. And let's see, we have the front cover to get off here. That should be fairly easy. There you go, front cover. Doesn't look bad from my own. Doesn't look real bad. Anything on the front of it here? A little bit. Nothing too serious. We have this little tab here that gets this up. That can be removed and tossed. Now our first look at the inside here. Let's get a closer look. All right, first look at the inside. See what the RAM is. I guess we could start with that. RAM looks to be a matched pair. It is. And we have there, let's see, you can probably see better than I can. But it looks to be 2 gig each. 2 gig each, so that's 4 gig total. That's not so bad. There's the CD-ROM drive connections. We can get those off. We do see it is missing the hard drive. There's no solid state, no hard drive, nothing in that. That would be why it wouldn't boot. My guess is that working on this for a customer and they wanted their data, so I gave them the drive out of it and maybe installed it in a different system. Who knows? So that tells me this teardown should go fairly quickly. There's the power supply connections there. The CD-ROM drive should come out fairly easy. That's an interesting thing there. You push on this and then it releases the pin on the side. Let's see what we got on the CD-ROM drive here. It is a DVD DVD-ROM. It's not a read writer. Usually there's a date on here. I do not see it today, so we'll see what else we can find. Let's see if there's a disk in here. Get my tool here to open up. Nope, no disk inside, so just a drive. And here, see if we can get the battery out. Won't worry about that. Let's get this cables out of the way here. These are to the front cover there. These are the USB connections and audio connections that go to the ports on the front of the case there. We can do without those. And that, all right, looks like power supply is ready to come out. Is there screws in the back? Yes, there are. So let's get the power supply out. Sorry about that. Now this does have a little interesting thing here with the power supply. There's a little clip, not sure if you can see that right there, that has to be pushed down and then the power supply will slide forward. There you can get a better look at that clip, and then that hook hooks into this on the back side or either side of the power supply. So that's a little interesting. If you have trouble getting the power supply out, see if it has one of those tabs. Let's look at the power supply. There you go for that. Again, I don't see any real information on there other than part number, model number. It is a Lite-On or Lite-On. Yeah, you probably see more than I do on that. So let's get the motherboard out. You know what? While we're at it, let's also unscrew this processor heatsink and fan. Ooh, that doesn't look too inviting there. Ugh, not good at all. Definitely dusty, so it was used at least. Let's see what we can find here for the processor. Let's see, what is it? It is a, well, we know it's a Core 2 Duo, because that's what it said on the front of the case. But you should be able to see the date there and everything else about it. All right, now the motherboard should come right out. Oh, nope, I missed one. Missed two. Maybe three. Yep. There we go. Comes right out. And battery now will come out. There we go. Let's see if we can get this heatsink off of here. That seems like a fairly decent one. It was easy enough to get off. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a look at this motherboard. I don't see any bad capacitors. It's just a bit dirty. There's the tag on it. I don't see anything else. The Intel video card. There's the coprocessor. Or maybe that's the video card. Nothing significant on the back. Guess I could pull that off, but I don't want to. But there you go. That is all she wrote. On the front here, we can get this off. You would think. Oh, there's another one below it. Looks like this might slide. Yeah, it slides before it comes out. And then that's the power light there. It's kind of all these lights here. Yeah, lights, the power button. You know what? We're going to do the easy thing on that. We're just going to cut them right here. There. So that's trash. These are now trash. And then I'll cut them right here as well. A little bit of wire. Let's get the fan off the front. There we go. So, fan, dirty, and empty shell. All right, that was quick. Let's see what we have. Processor, I guess I can get this out. And again, this is just those tabs that we've seen on other videos. I guess just bend them back a little bit, but I'm going to break them off because I have no use for them. And then the fan comes right off. So we have two fans. Ew. That was interesting. Ew. Okay. Should have done that over that camera, but anyways. All right, let's see if we can get this plastic bit off of our heat sink. Yeah, it just has little tabs. And yeah, this is the quickest teardown I think I've done yet. There we go. That's junk. So a little bit of aluminum, a little bit of cables. We got the power supply. You know what? Let's open that up just for fun. See what that entails. Okay, there are some screws here. Put some here. Do anything for us? Looks like it slides, maybe. I don't want to slice my fingers open on this. It does not just come right out. Ah, it opened up that way. Wow. Yes, definitely dirty. Oh, sorry. You look right there. That capacitor is bulging a bit. So it may have had power supply issues as well. It's definitely dirty. Oh, there's another one bulging back in there. You can barely see it, but that one there is bulging as well. So two bulging capacitors in the power supply, and it's really dirty. So this computer may have had power supply issues also. But yeah, definitely dirty, and definitely an issue. So, all right, let's cut the wires off of this and get our final rundown. All right, two fans. I think we said that was 4 gig of RAM. Yep, 4 gig of RAM. And one power supply, CD-ROM drive, motherboard. Nothing special on the motherboard either. So there you go. That was probably the quickest teardown I've done to date. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully someone got some use or kick out of this. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching.